Welcome to episode 85 of Timm Talk, the podcast about the DC animated universe co-created by Bruce Timm. I'm Chris Lord.
I'm Cameron Dexter.
And we've come to the end.
It's really sad.
I know, the end of the new Batman adventures.
Yeah, because these were the best episodes so far.
Yeah.
In my opinion, yeah.
Oh, same. Like, again, we were doing our respective shortlists. I was doing it today.
Mm-hmm. I was too. Don't act like I'm any better than you.
But I found myself having very few episodes that I didn't want to include. Mm-hmm. Like, I love most of these. And again, like, this is the stuff that I watched live as a kid. So they like there's an extra level of love because I watched them at a time when you just love everything.
Right.
And then they happen to hold up as an adult, unlike, say, Batman and Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Or Batman Forever.
Yeah.
Or many other things.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I'm going to feel the same way. I mean, I feel like with our Justice League shortlist, I don't think we're going to have a shortlist because I feel like it's going to be every episode.
Yeah, it's pretty much every episode's going to be in there. And I imagine you're going to have a lot of statics on there. I feel like that's where our lists are going to vary the most.
Yeah.
Although, you know, there's potential, though, because I love Batman Beyond. That's my favorite version, favorite of any of these shows. That might be one for me, too, but my list is going to be very long.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also kind of feel like we ended on not the best place.
Judgment Day?
Judgment Day?
It was fine.
It's okay.
I understand why it's the last episode, because it's kind of like the ensemble episode.
Oh, yeah, I guess there are a lot of returning characters. I like the choice they made in terms of actual release rather than production, where they did Mad Love last. I think Mad Love's a better button on the series
Absolutely.
than Judgment Day. But before we get to that, I hope you have news.
I have a little bit of news.
Okay, good. Thank God.
Because last week was just trailer heaven.
Oh my God,
of
there
course,
were
everything
so
came
many.
out right after we recorded.
As it always happens.
Yeah. So last week we talked about the Lego Movie 2 poster. The trailer came out as we released the episode.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So it came out Tuesday morning. It looks amazing.
It looks fun. Yeah, I'm on board.
Super excited. I don't really have anything to say about it. It was great.
No, yeah, it looks really fun.
We got a new trailer for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Also looks amazing.
And it's just unbelievable.
Now,
oh my God.
I guess it's weird to say the slight spoilers for the film because we're referring to a trailer. But if you were avoiding anything in regards to Into the Spider-Verse, maybe jump ahead a tiny little bit here. Did you like the fact they included Spider-Gwen in the trailer?
I screamed.
I mean, it's
been a while since I've screamed in a trailer, but I screamed.
Really?
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm not surprised you screamed. I'm surprised it's been a while since you screamed.
Well, I feel like there hasn't been like a big reveal like that in a trailer in a while.
I mean, I guess
not since like Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. We knew Thor was ahead of time. Or no, the Hulk was in it ahead of time. I guess the Civil War trailer that revealed Spidey, that was a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe that's kind of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, so I saw that image before I watched the trailer, so that reveal of the trailer got spoiled for me. But I kind of wish that I didn't know that going in. That would have been really fun.
I was
Oh my God,
split.
like Spider-Gwen's here? I wasn't expecting this.
I was split on that. Well, I feel like they're gonna, if Gwen, Peter Parker, and Miles are all in it, I'm sure we're gonna get a 2099.
Yeah.
And others.
And others. Yeah, I don't know. My Spider-Man knowledge is only so good.
I know, we need Trevor.
Yeah. Trevor!
Oh,
sorry, I locked him out.
Yeah, he's smoking.
Yeah, that's fine.
I loved... Yeah, it's a very weird feeling, because like, I'm super excited to see it. Like, oh, Spider-Gwen's here. But now it's like, I'm going to kind of miss out on that reveal in the movie. I've talked to a few people about this, and it's kind of the big conflicting point of Spider-Man is Peter Parker's voice actor.
I don't
Jake
Johnson,
right?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I like him in general. I don't quite dig it.
He has such a like unique voice and personality.
Yeah, his voice, like, because I know that voice so well, he sounds too slacker-y in this.
Especially seeing this version of Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Where he's very much like a little older, a little disheveled, like, oh, I don't have any money.
Yeah.
Pay for my burger.
Yeah, I mean, everything I've seen so far has been looking really positive, so I'm going to entrust that they knew what they were doing and that it all tonally fit. Mm-hmm. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
I didn't quite dig it initially, but I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah.
In general, I'm very excited for that movie.
Oh my, I just can't.
I didn't know I was going. I didn't expect to be. I was like, this is what? Really? Like, why? No. And then everything I see, it looks amazing.
I honestly, I can't get past like how beautiful this movie
It's gorgeous.
And there was that like was like 12 frames, but I watched this almost frame by frame because it's so pretty. Where he's running, it's a shot. I'm assuming it's going to be at the beginning of the movie, kind of right when he gets his powers. Miles gets his powers because you see him running, and there's text boxes. There's like the yellow text boxes from the comics that are just flying that he's running past. And like that's super cool. All the shadows have halftones a part of them.
I don't know what that means.
So in comics, newspapers made this famous where instead of shading, because that would use up too much color, they would do dots, almost like pointillism, the art style.
Yes, I know that.
So it's black and white dots, and the further apart they are, the more gray it looks, or the more like lighter it looks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you look in super close, especially if you looked at like Liechtenstein paintings, just throwing out all my art knowledge right now. Yeah. I'm feeling real smart. If you look at close-ups of like old newspapers or comic panels, you'll see like a bunch of dots as it gets darker, and then the dots will spread out as it gets lighter. It's a very popular art style right now.
Okay.
And it looks beautiful. They handle it so well. And then, do you know the term chromatic abrasion?
Let's say that I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
For our viewers that don't know.
Yeah. For other people who don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah, not me.
For the people not in the industry.
Exactly.
It's this really cool thing, and you notice it a lot in this trailer. Also, if you've ever played VR, you'll notice it a lot. But it's where the RGB levels are slightly shifted. So it gives like almost this blurry outline of color.
Oh, okay.
If you watch the trailer, every big like punch and action scene, you can see the RGB channels like separating even wider. So they add this like extra layer of color over everything, and it's so fucking beautiful. I watched that trailer maybe 12 times.
Yeah,
and it's
understandable,
unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of the habit of watching trailers on repeat so I can just...
I know, but I didn't even like pay attention to the content. I was just watching it for the art.
No, I totally understand. I'm trying to break myself that habit because I'll do the same thing, and then I'll just like I'd rather have those moments be like vague memories when I go to watch the movie than like pinpointing very specific things. So there was actual like DCEU news which landed moments before we were sitting down to record this.
Yes.
So one is, I guess, Jeff Johns exits DC Entertainment for new writing and producing role. He's going to write Green Lantern Corps. Interesting.
Okay. I trust him. I've always trusted him with Green Lantern material. Okay,
so it looks like... Okay, I think he's just taking on a more prominent role at DC Films.
Did the Flash trailer ever leak?
I've never seen it. The one from Comic-Con years ago, right? Yeah, I never saw it.
I saw it. I was there. Let me paint you a picture.
Oh, that's right.
Chris.
Yeah, you were there.
I was there. It was my first or second Comic-Con. I got into the Jeff Johns panel. And yeah, because this was pre-Green Lantern. This had to have been 2009 Comic-Con.
Okay.
Because the Green Lantern trailer had been announced. And they filmed a teaser for Flash. I don't know why I'm bringing this up. Almost 10 years later.
Well, we still haven't had a Flash movie, so there you go.
That's why.
Let me just pop this.
Fuck you and your LaCroix.
Delicious LaCroix here.
Oh, God. Sponsor this week.
Oh, God. That is refreshing.
No, it's not.
It's so refreshing.
You're all lying to yourselves. All you LaCroix drinkers are just lying to yourselves.
I challenge anyone to work out of an office in L.A. And not become addicted to LaCroix.
I have worked out of an office in L.A.
Every day.
Yeah, my last job. LaCroix was already around.
Did they have LaCroix?
They did. I hated it.
Okay. Well, I dare everybody else to work out of an office in LA and not just become... Now, to be fair, I bought this over the weekend for mixing purposes.
Yes, you're still just... You're in a hole.
Well, it was Pride, and so I had some tequila, but I didn't have anything to go with it. I can't do, like, tonic because it's got too much sugar and just... The hangovers would be worse. The hangovers are bad enough as it was. So, like, okay. But I don't know if, like, just soda water. I wanted something a little bit more fun, a little more flavor. So I'm like, okay, I'll get myself some lime LaCroix to go with my tequila. I ended up drinking at the festival all day instead, so I just spent a fuckload of money to drink rather than doing it for free in my apartment. But I still have this LaCroix, and I'm going to just sit here and...
I hate you so much. What's your Green Lantern news?
Hang on, just one more.
I'm gonna force you to cut this out. Right. I know I don't have the last edit, but I'm gonna cut this out somehow.
You don't have any edit. But okay, the other thing is it's just been confirmed that it's gonna be Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart.
Okay.
In the new movie, because there was some talk about being Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz, some of the newer, more diverse Green Lanterns. But I think this is still an interesting idea, and like the rumors now is that it's gonna be, excuse me, a slightly older Hal Jordan who maybe is like imprisoned somewhere and has lost his ring, and then it falls to Jon Stewart.
Okay.
And he becomes the new Green Lantern. Which, if that's roughly the plot we're looking for, I don't know. I could be down for it.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. So, and I know Christopher McQuarrie is one of the rumored directors, and I like him. He did Mission 5 and Mission 6.
Okay.
He did Jack Reacher, the first one.
Right, not Jack Ryan.
Yes, not Jack Ryan.
Got it.
Yes, or Jack Bauer.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, just to clarify all of them. Yeah, so I mean, that could be interesting. But, you know, we'll see what happens in that movie when it actually happens.
Yeah.
So, 'cause, I mean, there's been all this other stuff, like Jared Leto is now confirmed to have his own Joker movie, but the Todd Phillips one is still moving forward. Not even worth talking about because who knows how many of those movies will actually end up happening.
Right.
At this point.
It's so exhausting.
It's not even worth going down that fucking rabbit hole. So.
But I have another great rabbit hole for us to jump down.
Oh, Jesus Christ, what?
Another franchise that you and I hate just as much.
Fast and the Furious?
No, I love Fast and Furious. Ugh. No, we have a Bumblebee trailer.
You know what?
It does look pretty cute.
That actually looked pretty good. That I saw someone describe that trailer as the movie we wish he had gotten like 10 years ago.
The movie we wish we had.
And look,
after the second one.
Yeah, I really like the first Transformers. I haven't watched it in a long time, but when it came out and I was 18, it was a lot of fun. It's fun. It was visually something we hadn't seen before. Decent story, decent characters. A little less so with Shia LaBeouf, but I had a lot of fun with it. Massive drop off after that.
Oh yeah,
huge. So this looks like it could be more of a return to form. So
yeah, it's also based in the 80s.
Yeah.
It looks
John Cena.
Yeah.
Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah, I love her too. And then Travis Knight, director of Kubo and the Two Strings, is
that's right.
The director on this.
That's right.
So that's also a promising little tidbit. It's out of Michael Bay's hands.
I know. I think that's why people are enjoying it.
Oh god, the Bay clutches are gone.
Yeah, and then Bumblebee looks like his 80s counterpart.
Yeah.
For once, they're kind of scrapping the realistic. I'm using air quotes realistic look of the current Transformers run and kind of making them more curved and round. It feels more like Herbie than it does like
because it's the VW.
Yeah.
And it looks. I think it looks like maybe becomes a Jeep at one point too. I don't know. It looks fun.
Yeah, it looks super cute.
I think that's. I want to say that's Starscream.
Yeah,
in, like,
it was
original like jet format too. So it's like, all right,
yeah,
if this
it even
is
has
like
the little bit of red.
If this is like 2, maybe 3, 4 max Transformers, and it's otherwise it's just kind of a normal story, more human characters, I think it could be a lot of fun. Actually, if it's not just robot smashy all the time.
But where are they going to squeeze in the racist robots?
Well, luckily those left with Michael Bay.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We say that now.
Yeah.
They'll still find a way to bring in a couple of racist robots and probably some robot testicles too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Last trailer we got a How to Train Your Dragon 3 trailer.
Also very excited for that.
So excited.
Those two movies are so good.
I know.
And I have maybe seen the second one only once, and I've seen the first one a few times.
It has such a great rewatch value.
Yeah, I need to go back and rewatch those again. I own the first one on iTunes because, to me, that's a perfect iTunes movie. Like this movie you just want to put on every once in a while.
Yeah,
and they're so sweet.
I know. I think they're on HBO Go.
Okay. I did see a great meme someone put out there about the evolution of Hiccup. From like scrawny kid to like dishy to like full on like beer daddy look, and it compared him to the evolution of Steve Rogers, like pre-serum, Winter Soldier, and then Infinity War with the full on beard and the flowing hair. What was the one you saw?
It was one that my friend pointed out. It wasn't like a meme yet. My friend pointed out that he's had the same evolution as John Krasinski since The Office.
Oh, good point, actually.
Yeah, and they look scary similar now.
They do, actually. That's just a generally good arc for people to go down that path.
Yeah.
I should figure out how to grow a beard so I can try and attempt it myself. I probably need to get a few years older, maybe too.
We also need the back wavy hair.
And I tried. I can't do it.
I wish I could.
I let my hair go real long for a while, and I chopped it down recently because it was too much work, but I can't do it. I tried. I can't. Just lays there uselessly.
Yeah.
God, there's so much product in my hair right now, man. It's ridiculous. These headphones may not come off my head.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I have two. So we are in the week of E3 right now. So I have two super quick video game trailers I want to talk about.
Okay.
One, because
I'm going to pretend to be interested.
13 years, we finally have a confirmed date for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Right on.
Did you play the Kingdom Hearts series?
Never played them.
Oh, that's like a must.
Yeah,
well, because it's such a unique game.
And I would probably enjoy it. I just can't really do video games anymore. Like, I know that sounds obnoxious and like pretentious. It's the furthest thing from like I like if I think about like big milestone piece of entertainment for me, it's like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the first 3 Halo games, especially Halo 3, The Force Unleashed. Like,
oh yeah, so good.
Yeah, like the early Lego games too. Like I love all of those, but it's just for me, it's just a time thing now at this point.
I was gonna ask, like, I barely
have time to even watch TV. Like I'm usually a week behind on Westworld. I can usually squeeze in Archer somewhere here and there, but I just don't have time for it anymore. And it's I know that it will absorb me in a way that I can't afford.
Yeah,
I have so much other shit to do.
Well, I mean, I feel the same way. Like I have to kind of keep gaming at an arm's distance because I do work from home most days.
Yeah.
And when it's there, then it's all I'm thinking about.
Exactly.
So
I'm aware of my addictive personality, and so I'm very careful about what I let slip through the cracks.
Yes.
Yes. So no video games, plenty of tequila.
There you go.
Yeah. The healthy choices.
Do you know the story of Kingdom Hearts? Have I explained it enough? Let me
see if I know what it is.
Yeah.
Let me see how close I can get to it. There's a guy with anime hair who's got a giant ass key that lets him travel between Disney universes, and he has to collect things and pieces of hearts.
There you go.
Maybe do they unlock a kingdom? Are they allegorical for a kingdom or metaphorical for a kingdom?
We're not going to get into that part of the
Is it
story,
Men in Black territory where it's an actual like literal kingdom shrunken down in the size of a heart?
We're not going to get into that side of the story because that's where it gets super confusing.
Okay, we just don't have the time.
Yeah, well, we do not have the time. I've watched like 30-minute long explanation videos and they still don't know what they're talking about.
Okay, but was I close though?
That's pretty accurate.
Okay, all right.
Sora, our main character,
okay,
is given a keyblade. He's a keyblade master.
Okay.
So he has the power to travel between Disney universes.
Okay.
So Kingdom Hearts 3 not confirmed, have a set date. The worlds we know for this one, they just announced a Frozen world because obviously, there's a Tangled world, which looks great.
Ooh.
There's a San Fransokyo. Thank you, from Big Hero 6. I get too excited talking about this.
I understand.
Which is confirmed. We have Monsters Inc. confirmed, Toy Story confirmed.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. Hercules confirmed. Olympus.
Oh my god,
I
you
know.
you must be. By the way, I was on Spotify the other day, and some of the Hercules soundtrack is no longer available on Spotify.
What?
Like Zero to Hero isn't up there anymore.
No, that is unacceptable.
Yeah. Totally go down this tangent hole, but yeah, I was very upset about it.
I'm looking that up right now. That is unacceptable.
Yeah, I'm going to my Disney playlist here, and let's scroll down. Oh, wait, no, maybe it's back up. Wait, what? Where did it go?
The whole album is gone.
What? But no, I still have I Won't Say I'm in Love on here, but maybe that's from a different album.
Yeah, I don't see the album anywhere. My God.
Actually, you know what? I think I have my Spotify set up on...
I can't even go into this during the podcast right now. I'm about to lose it.
Okay. So then, real quick, Kingdom Hearts. Think about Kingdom Hearts. Makes you happy again.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts.
Happy place, Cameron.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts is amazing. The other game that came out, just because I need to get my anime
shit,
nerd
the
out.
thing's going to die.
Okay.
So keep talking. I have power cord
just
right
to get
here.
my anime nerd out of the way. There's a game coming out. Oh God, what is it called? It's called Jump Force, and it's in celebration of Shonen Jump, which is a very famous magazine out in manga magazine out in Japan. They're celebrating its 50th anniversary. So Shonen Jump is famous for kind of bringing big hitters to the table, like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. Bo, which is a real show and it's amazing.
I'm not even gonna try on that one. I'm not even gonna...
But they're making a fighting game, almost Marvel vs. Capcom style, of all of their big hitters finally coming into one game. And it seems like they're catering a lot more to international audiences, which is awesome. Because they've had one or two of these fighting games before, but they're just region locked in Japan. There's no translations, and it's just kind of the characters that are popular in Japan.
Okay.
So it's really cool that they're kind of opening it up, and they're jumping into what is popular in America. So I'm sure we're going to get like a Hunter x Hunter cross. We're going to get a JoJo's cross. It looks amazing. And I'll stop talking about it. Because I've been talking to my friend Dylan about it, and it's been amazing. It looks so good.
It's like, can you hear my lack of interest?
Yes, I can.
Just the silence.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I was looking up something about our episode this week. I was trying to look up something, some slight confirmation here on a suspicion that I had. But yes. Anyways, should we talk about Judgment Day?
No, let's talk about anime some more.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk about Kingdom Hearts a little bit more? All right, well, fine. We'll talk about
There's
Judgment
no
Day.
talking about Kingdom Hearts a little more. So.
It all started back with King Mickey and Yen Sid.
Fuck. So, all right. So, what did you think of Judgment Day? I guess, so I always ask this question, and I think I always know the answer. You had not seen this before.
I've not seen this before.
So, did you see the twist coming?
I was really dumb and spoiled it for myself because I was making the art before the episode.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, what villain do I need to make the art for? And it said Two-Face on it. So I'm like, oh well.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. I enjoyed knowing the villain because, like, there were moments that I don't think would have made as much sense if I didn't know. It's like the moment where the judge poisons Two-Face's, or like sends poison gas into Two-Face's kind of lair. And they're like, oh, I have this super secret tunnel that only I know about. And it's like, oh my God, how is it locked? And I'm like, oh, well, yeah.
Well, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think there's definitely some interesting ideas at play here. I mean, to my recollection, is this the only episode that ever really addressed the revolving door of Arkham?
In New Batman, because I think they used the same wording when it was the security guard villain.
Oh, Lockup.
Yes.
Yes, I forgot about that episode. My God. Yeah, because I think... Yes, you're right. Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, in that series, they did address that there was a flaw in the system, and he was trying to resolve. I guess it's basically the same plot.
It is. It very much is the exact same story.
Yeah, but the added element of him also being a villain there. Oh, it's interesting.
I see it as like a weird cross between Lockup and Phantasm. Because it's kind of that mystery aspect.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, I'm also trying to look up. I feel like this wasn't the normal voice of Croc.
I couldn't.
And I'm trying to get confirmation of that, but I'm not having a lot of success.
Mm-hmm. As we mentioned at the start of the episode, this one had
it is.
a ton of characters in it.
Yeah, which that made it kind of fun. Yeah, because like right from the beginning, it's the penguin is fencing, diamonds for Croc, and some other unspecified thing for Two-Face.
Yeah.
So we see both of them. None of the rest of the Bat family is in it. Well, Alfred's in it.
Yeah.
Alfred's in it to help with the exposition.
Of course. Because why would we have real detective work when we can just talk about it?
Oh, God, I know. Who else? The judge. Oh, the Riddler.
Riddler's in it.
The Riddler
Riddler's
popped up in there for a
super
second.
Brief moment.
And it's funny that you mentioned like Phantasm because I guess there is that element of like the red herring. Like when we first meet J. Carroll Corcoran, he is definitely being set up as the red herring of the episode.
Absolutely.
But what I thought was interesting was they move away from that pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. Like I guess part of it is that the short runtime of the episode, but it's not long before we realize that okay, it's not him. I feel like that's a brief idea they were kind of like teasing us with. It's like, oh, he's gonna be the villain. They just moved on from real quickly, which then kind of opens up this whole situation of, well, then who is it? Because I mean, I guess they were clever in the sense they didn't fall into the trope a lot of these shows do, which is, oh, we're going to introduce a brand new character at the beginning, also a brand new mystery villain. My God, I wonder who the villain is going to be. Like, they avoided that, which is kind of nice. But I don't know. I feel like that the explanation seems a little bit convenient and a little bit clunky.
Yeah, I wanted to see. So to talk about the end of the episode, it is Two-Face. He had a third personality split off that is acting as judge, jury, and executioner, trying to be a vigilante for the city.
Yeah.
I wish we saw how that happened. And I know that would kind of take away the mystery aspect of it.
Yeah.
Unless they had it where he was like, something happened while he was in Arkham, and they kept talking about how easy it is to get out. They kept kind of alluding to. It's like we only see, like, at the very beginning of the episode, we see Two-Face. Something happens to him in Arkham, and you see him just crack.
That could be interesting.
And then the episode starts with Penguin fencing for Croc and Riddler.
Do you think that would have undercut the mystery of it? Do you think that would have made it too obvious that it's going to be him in the end? Like, do you think in favor of making the reveal more effective, it would ruin the fact there's a reveal?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess there's really no perfect way to do it, is there? But I mean, that being said, as much as I think that the reveal is kind of dumb, there are a lot of aspects of this that I like. I do like that there's all these other characters. Anytime we get the new version of the Penguin, especially, I really love him because it was clear they really didn't know what to do with the Penguin the first time around because he's just another themed villain. But here, he's always trying to like toe that line of being a legitimate businessman, and he's also an asshole.
Oh, absolutely.
He's like such a dick to his like brethren because he thinks he's so much superior because now he's a legitimate businessman. He can say things like, "Oh, I have to do taxes and file the books and stuff."
Yeah,
and he can be such a twat about it.
And that was a great conversation between him and the judge.
Oh right, yeah.
Where he's like, you would do this to your own kind, and he's like, what are you talking about? Everything. I don't see anything wrong here.
Yeah, I didn't know the merchandise was stolen when it came to me. I mean, whatever. Yeah, it was fun. I was wondering what that giant penguin is for because they're in some sort of. It's revealed to be his design studio, whatever the hell that means. But where he does like some of his illegal work. But the judge cuts a sword and it releases a massive, like 10, 12 foot tall penguin statue on rollers that's up at the top of a ramp, which I'm assuming that's a normal thing in theater. Like that's how they store stuff, so it's easily accessible.
Yeah.
Like it's probably meant to be like deployed or something like that during
I like
a
to
show.
think that it's actually like all of the villains in their lairs, they have like Batman traps just set up and ready just in case. Now,
we've talked about all of the random specific like side businesses that would develop in a city with supervillains. We talked about like supervillain insurance. Do you think there is a supervillain lair designer?
Absolutely. Like, I want that job.
A costume designer, I think someone's out there.
There has to be.
A costume consultant. And there's probably an interior designer.
I'm honestly surprised that's not an episode. Like that'd be such a fun episode.
That would be a really fun episode. Like
because was it an Arrow where it's a villain that makes his new costume? One of the live action shows.
Well, in Daredevil.
Daredevil,
I can't remember because it's like, isn't it Stiltman?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Stiltman like pre-Stilts. They haven't done the newest season, so I don't know what happens with him. But yeah, I think
they killed him in the newest season.
Did they kill him in season 2? I don't remember.
It's been so long.
I honestly don't remember. But yeah, because he designed the Kingpin's like armored suits, and so Daredevil gets him to build the Daredevil suit.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. It's like, but yeah, that kind of character would have been fantastic in this show.
Or if they wouldn't make the connection, but if they just had like an episode where they kidnapped Lucius Fox because they're like, you're a very high up person in Wayne Enterprise.
Yeah.
And you know how to do all of this stuff. Make us a costume.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they kind of did that ish with the mechanic, but it was more about setting up another death trap for Batman. It wasn't like build one of these things for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, there must be a designer out there. Like, oh, he's got a whole business based around finding your location. He's basically like a supervillain.
Queer Eye?
Yes, like realtor / interior designer.
Oh my, we need to make this parody.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely down. Because like he helps you find the space. He helps you do all of like the legitimate paperwork that has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a creative mind, so he comes up with like clever little like names that are clearly indicative, like P and Gwyn sort of thing.
Enigma.
Exactly.
I think that's his real name.
That's actually his real name. Yeah. And then he goes in. He's like, okay, here's what we can do with the space. We're gonna put this beautiful penguin statue death trap up in this corner over here.
Yep.
This is gonna be like a spring release trap door.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, sort of yes. Oh my god.
Yes. What villains, house hunters.
Okay, now do you think he has his own name? Like he seemed like the kind of guy who would go through some pretty significant branding exercises.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think he has his own like supervillain style name, like the designer or something?
Ooh, I don't think so. I think it's just like I assume he's like a one named person. He's like a Cher.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like a Marcus.
Like
I want him to have like a really normal name.
Oh, they're like Luigi or something.
Even more normal than Luigi.
Like Carl.
Yeah. You been to Carl
Yeah.
yet?
If you called Carl,
Yeah.
he's the best. He's the only guy worth
He's
doing.
the only guy you can go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supervillain consultant.
Yes.
That would have been a fantastic episode.
That would have been so much fun.
God,
I'm sure there has to have been a comic about that.
Yeah, that must be out there somewhere.
If not, then we have to write it now.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll come up with it.
I just want to.
It'll be amazing.
We had the Queer Eye trailer come out past week or two, like promo.
Oh, okay.
And I just want to recut that, but just have it be the villains.
I'm so down. I also need to start watching Queer Eye. Haven't done that yet.
It's great.
I did. One thing did kind of throw me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So when Two-Face is falling victim to his own death trap,
Yeah.
like he was legitimately trying to kill himself there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it failed.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Alfred basically explained it at the end, saying his personalities were so distant from each other they didn't know.
They didn't know the other one existed.
Right.
Yeah. That's so. I mean, I guess that happens a lot in these episodes. Like someone would have died if it had not been for that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's such a weird. It's such a weird situation because then, I mean, he would have killed himself, and then would everyone just have like stopped in one day and be like, "Oh, Two-Face is dead," and also like we found the judge costume like down in the basement, and this is clearly Harvey Dent's hammer. Also, who gives out a massive gavel as an award?
Gotham.
Like, God, this city is just built from the ground up for supervillains.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, that's just such a terrible idea.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I also
where do you put that damn thing?
Well, it was mounted.
Yeah, but like, do you put that up on a wall?
Yeah. You put it right next to your talking cast fish. This is the 90s. I did love that of all of the databases Batman has access to, it's the trophy database.
The trophy awards database.
And it's all like the normal looking trophies and like, oh, this gavel.
This massive, like 6
I
foot
wonder
tall
if this is it.
gavel. I wonder if that's could possibly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. What is it? I don't, it's so stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, at the same time, where did Two-Face get the giant penny from again? We never learned where it came from. We just know that like it was a death trap. And we see that in Almost God, and we never actually knew like where it's originated. You know what? It probably came from Carl.
Yeah.
Designer galore to supervillains.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he does some like legitimate consulting stuff too, and like occasionally he's asked to design awards.
Do you think, aside from Carl, do you think there's like a super pretentious art gallery for like villainous? Because I feel like that's where you would buy the giant penny.
Oh, right.
It's like a super. It started off as like a super modern art gallery, but then the guy running it went corrupt, and now it's just like a villain prop house.
Yeah.
Fronting as an art gallery.
I think so. I think
there's one. I feel like this could be a real place because there's one at Beverly and La Brea. Those cross, right? No. Not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a half a mile from my place. I should know.
Should know these things.
But there's an art gallery there. I think I brought it up before because they had the giant stained glass Avatar world or Avatar map.
Yeah.
But they also have like a machine gun mounted on like a Civil War cannon.
What?
Yeah, they have a bunch of other really weird art installations.
Like a machine gun on top of a cannon?
Yeah.
Like a gun on a gun?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Art.
Jesus.
So I see that kind of stuff, and I'm like, this is definitely a front for like a supervillain warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they would probably just like keep tabs on who the new villains are and like start basically like making spec villain artwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they also see who gets away with what.
That's
and they're
true.
Like, oh, did you hear Killer Croc got away with, $50,000?
Like, oh well.
I'm really feeling this like alligator rug is gonna sell soon.
It's going to do really well. Now I feel
they
like
move it to the window,
Yeah.
depending on who gets away with what.
because I feel like the one person you would not make stuff for though, or I guess you would see the problem. Like, everyone I feel like would actually pay for stuff except for the Joker. You don't know either he's going to pay for it, or he's going to kill you, or he's just going to take it from you.
Yeah.
I feel like in that situation, he's like the one you just give stuff to for free.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? I think you would like this.
Well,
Why don't you take this
he's,
along?
He's their influencer.
He is their influencer. Also, he was probably brought in to design that whole massive casino.
Yeah.
It was all Joker themed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he just spun that off in his own little side business of doing custom artwork.
Yeah.
Now we know the origin of Carl.
Yes.
He did the actual design work for the Joker's Wild Casino. And when that all fell apart, he just kept going with it.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Good on you,
Riddler
Carl.
went to him next.
Yeah.
He's like, I saw you did great with my color palette.
Yeah, it's true. Can you just
add a question mark to it?
Can you just like reverse the emphasis and add question marks? We'll be good to go.
Yeah,
Be grand. Thank you.
I really need a giant computer, a virtual reality computer.
Yeah, he also got started making giant mazes as well
Yeah.
for video game companies. I love it. I want to know so much more about Carl.
Yeah, we'll flesh him out a
All
little
right,
bit.
we'll write some spec scripts for Carl.
Yeah.
I actually don't have that much more to say about
Yeah, we kinda covered
this
this whole
episode.
episode.
Yeah. So should we get into the fun part?
I guess so.
I think the part that people are more interested in us talking about anyways.
Kingdom Hearts.
So much about Kingdom Hearts. I want to hear about every single kingdom. I want to hear all about the different forms.
Well, I haven't
of
even gotten into
key
Organization
fighting.
13. Or the Heartless versus the humans, and how Sora's heart is actually Roxas's heart, which is actually part of Kyrie's heart.
Oh my god, I'm hoisted by my own bit. Son of a bitch. But yeah, so we are gonna do our short lists. This episode.
Our not so short list.
Our not so short list. I realized we never did one for Batman the Animated Series. We have to go back and do that at some point.
Yeah.
I feel like we didn't do. Did we start with Superman season 1?
I think we did a short list for season 1.
Yeah, so I think we've done. So obviously we'll do Superman season 3 next week. Won't be a long list. Okay, so I don't actually have mine written out. I just literally printed out all the episode lists and made check marks.
Yeah.
That's
fine.
Do you want to do yours? I figured.
Sure, I can.
Should we just go? I mean, we didn't do this last time. Should we actually, because there's not that many episodes, and I feel like we're gonna say yes to most of them.
There's 24 episodes.
Should we just go ahead and go episode by episode and say if you did or did not?
Yeah, we'll speed through.
Okay,
them.
yeah, okay. So number 1, Holiday Nights.
Yes, it's on my short list.
Same.
Love it. So good.
Yes, I love little vignette episodes like that. It's a great one. Okay, Sins of the Father.
Of course.
Well, it kind of has to be on there.
Yeah.
Like we've talked about the fact that short lists are like, here's the list you would give to someone and be like, these are the episodes you only need to see. Like either because they're amazing or because they are hugely critical in terms of plot points. Obviously, you have to include Sins of the Father beyond being a great episode. Introduction of Robin.
Yeah.
Cold Comfort.
No.
Really? Okay, why? Why did you not include it?
I feel like it's not. I mean, I enjoyed the episode, but I honestly just liked where Mr. Freeze ended in BTOS, and
Oh, and Sub-Zero?
yeah, and I'm kind of just like, I don't need to see anymore.
Okay. See, this is where I think we might have to defer to you actually on a lot of these because again, when I watched as a kid, I loved the new look of Mr. Freeze. I love the little spider leg things. I think I talked about in the episode. That was like one of my favorite all-time toys. I mean, I guess you could make the argument that it has to be included if
Let me read the synopsis again.
if you pick up with Freeze and Batman Beyond, you kind of need to know some of this. I guess you don't really, though. Like, you don't necessarily have to know that he's just a head left by the time we get to Batman Beyond. I suppose.
I mean, in Beyond, I would also just assume they're like, oh, he's just a head.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's science, body. Yeah, it makes sense. Like, it's the future. Yeah, he's in it. He's just a head now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really ask any questions about it.
Since we are, I think, trying to, at the end of the day, come up with a consensus here, I'm going to actually agree with you on this one.
Knock it off.
And I'm going to take Cold Comfort off.
Yeah.
Despite my love, I'm taking it off. Double Talk with the ventriloquist.
It's my if you have time.
Okay.
I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 that are if you have time.
Yeah.
Save them for last.
Okay.
Because I love this episode.
I do too, and I included it because I think it's nice to see one of Bruce's villains get a happy ending.
Exactly.
Because we even talked about last week with Brother Creeper, we made a reference to Kirk Langstrom being the back, and then actually Maddie wrote to us on YouTube and pointed out that if you read the tie-in comics, he does not have a happy ending. I'm not sure what that means. I actually have to go find that comic and track it down and read it. But I think it's worth including because it does something no other episode does. In terms of giving him a bit of a happy ending. Actually, one thing that I meant to mention at the end of Judgment Day, which I thought was very interesting, was it's a very dark place to end an episode.
Oh, yeah.
But if you look at it as the sort of unofficial series finale of the show, it's actually even worse place because it ends on a very bleak note. Like, Two-Face is broken at that point. Like, he's not even functioning as a villain anymore. Like, he has gone so crazy that he's completely lost.
Yeah.
Like, you assume that at this point he basically just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, and more or less it goes like catatonic because he's so dysfunctional. And you look at where he started, that whole arc is so tragic. It's a really bleak
I know. I
place
wish
to
we would
end.
have gotten kind of Batman's last look at like what his friend has become.
Yeah. So I guess for me, I think it's worth including Double Talk. Maybe we'll give that like a maybe, and we'll look and see how long our list is at the end.
Well, I put an asterisk by it. That's what I did. I have a few just asterisks.
A little squiggle there as a maybe. Okay. You scratch my back.
No.
I included it, actually.
Okay.
I think we need at least one good, we need a Catwoman episode in there somewhere. I did not include Cult of the Cat, spoiler alert.
Yeah. I guess I don't have any Catwoman.
I think I included it because I think this is one of the best episodes in terms of the Batman and Nightwing dynamic, too. I think we get to see this weird space they now occupy of being kind of like equals, but also not, just because of all the baggage.
Yeah.
And
well, Nightwing sees them as equals. Batman doesn't.
Yes.
In that dynamic.
Yeah, but we even come to the end of it, we realize that he actually does, because they're in on it together trying to like capture Catwoman. And we've talked about that Catwoman's more interesting in Beatos than she is here.
Yep. She also looks a lot better. I think the reason I took it off is I hate the look of
I get it. I like it a
one.
lot. Again, I'm biased though.
You are.
But I think it's worth including because I just think it's a fun, playful episode. So maybe we'll give that one a maybe.
I mean, you can add it to yours. Our lists don't have to be the same.
No, the thing is, at the end of the day, we should have a consensus.
I guess so.
So we can be like, here is the official Timm Talk shortlist for everything. Because like we fucking know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this one a maybe as well. We're going to see how long this list is. Because if it's crazy, we might have to be a little more judicious.
I condensed mine to 10 with 4 extras.
Okay, I don't know my numbers, so I just did check box as well at work. I took out Never Fear.
I put that as if you have time. Because I think that's a really fun storyline. Because it's such a flip of a normal Scarecrow story of like injecting the lack of fear.
This is true. And it is fun to see Robin have to like be the adult sort of and like wrangle Bruce. That's kind of interesting dynamic.
That was in my maybe list.
Okay, we're gonna give that a little bit of maybe. Joker's Millions.
Yes
as well. Obvious answer here. Growing Pains.
Yeah. It's that might have been my favorite episode.
Yeah, an emphatic yes. Love as a Croc.
I did not have that on mine.
I had it on mine.
I understand why people would.
Yeah,
it is a great episode.
It is,
but that's one where I feel like you have I feel like we enjoy it because we know the characters a little bit better. And I'd be curious if someone is like, if like this is the first, like they're just scan through our list and it's like, oh, we'll start with this one. I'm like, I wouldn't want them to start with this.
Yeah, think it's a maybe. It's a maybe on that one too.
We'll do a 3-tier. We'll do a have to, if you have time, and a no.
Yeah. So essentially a 2-tier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Torch song.
No.
Nope. Same. I love Firefly. I don't think that's a very good origin. He only has really one other appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, hang on though. We are neglecting one very important aspect of that episode. Batman's awesome as fuck.
Oh, the fire
suit.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Don't watch the episode. Just buy the toy.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Problem solved. All right. The Ultimate Thrill.
That's on my if you have time list.
What? That's
Is that a yes for you?
That's the Roxy Rocket episode.
I know.
We love that episode.
I know.
I think it's
love
one of the
her.
best ones.
Do you? Okay, well, I'll move it to my yes category then.
Yes. Stupid bitch. Yes, of course. All right.
I told you, I condensed my list to just the, like, if this is the first episode they watch.
See, I don't think of it that way.
Okay, that's how I was.
No,
doing
I think of it as
Shortlist.
like in the same way as like there's like the Marvel must list. Like I think we did this once before. Like the list if you wanted to see what you
Infinity
have
War.
to see Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also like if you have to see, but also these are just good movies. Which
Yeah.
is kind of what we're going for here. There's like
But also, if you remember when we did that, I had like 5 movies.
oh God, I know. I know mine was always longer too. How is
Yeah.
that? I'm the cynic here. This doesn't
I
make any
know.
sense. Over the Edge.
I know how to cut the fat.
It's true. Over the Edge.
Of course.
Obviously has
Oh
to be
my
there.
God, you have to.
Mean Seasons.
No.
No, same. Garbage. Critters.
No.
No, garbage. Cult of the Cat.
No.
Also garbage. Animal Act.
That was in my. I put that in my maybe, but I want to move it to no, and I want to say just watch the Young Justice episode instead.
That's fair. I guess. I mean, I love me some Nightwing.
I do too.
Love me some Nightwing.
And
But
I love-
Okay, I guess. Okay, you're right. I'm not looking at this from that way. I should be looking at this from the what is essential because of plot reasons,
Yeah.
or because it's just that fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to admit, Animal Act probably doesn't quite cut it.
It's a fine episode. It's just like Young Justice does it so much better.
It does do it better. Okay, fine. We'll lose some Animal Act.
Mm-hmm.
Flirting with Nightwing. Old Wounds.
Yes.
Obviously.
Mhm.
The Demon Within.
Yes.
I also included it. Oh.
Because it also introduces magic.
Yeah, which is very important. I like Etrigan a lot too, and Clarion the Witch Boy. They're all fantastic.
Yeah.
Legends of the Dark Knight.
I put that in my maybe, but it's definitely you have to watch it. That should be the last episode you watch though. What? Essential, Chris. You said essentials.
Yeah.
And as much as I'm the
Dick
biggest,
Sprang. The Dick Sprang section.
I was about to say I'm the biggest supporter of other art styles in cinema in episodes. We even Maddie commented on that of Channel Chasers being amazing.
You know
thank
what?
you for the
know what?
support.
No, Cameron, you're right. It is an essential episode, and we'll include it on the list.
Yeah, sure.
This is what I heard. Girls' Night Out.
Of course.
Yes. Mad Love.
Of course.
Who's an idiot? Obviously. Chemistry.
No.
Same. Beware the Creeper.
Of course.
Yeah. Judgment Day.
No.
No. Yeah, same. Okay. So let me see if I got the definitive.
So I think we have 13.
Okay. So Holiday Nights.
Mm-hmm.
Sins of the Father.
Mm-hmm.
Joker's Millions.
Mm-hmm.
Growing Pains.
Yep.
That's what.
Start this again.
I,
One more try.
I was
I'll do the counting
doing
for
the
you.
German counting. I'm like, I get to that point where if you go like start with the thumb, you get that point where you can't really raise like your ring finger that raising your
Let's
pinky.
just try this one more time.
And I messed it up.
Mm-hmm.
Holiday Nights.
Yep. 1.
Okay. Sins of the Father.
2.
Joker's Millions.
3.
Growing Pains.
Yep.
The Ultimate Thrill.
Mm-hmm.
Over the Edge.
Mm-hmm.
Old Wounds.
Yep.
The Demon Within.
Yep.
Legends of the Dark Knight.
Yep.
Girls' Night Out.
Yep.
Mad Love.
Yep.
Beware the Creeper.
12.
12. Okay.
So we cut it in half.
Okay, so down to 12 now. Of our maybes, Double Talk, You Scratch My Back, Love is a Crock.
You want to
Double-
add one more?
Which one?
Oh.
Those are the 3. Taking this away from you. It's too noisy.
Sorry.
Bad Cameron.
Sorry. I'm finicky.
You can have it after the podcast.
Thank you. Are we adding just one of those 3?
Those are the 3 we have. Like, of those
Mhm.
3, so You Scratch My Back, Double Talk, Love is a Crock.
I mean, they're all great episodes.
Okay, I'm gonna be.
I want to put I want to do the YouTube thing, or the YouTube Netflix thing of like, oh, if you like this, then you should also watch these.
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to. This is tough. Okay, trying to put on like the essential mindset hat. I'm trying to remember where.
Because I honestly don't think any of these are essential.
No, like you don't necessarily need to have that episode with Catwoman to advance her,
right?
Because
Because she also has a pretty good story ending in BTOS, if I remember. She escapes.
I'm trying to remember how she ends in BTOS.
I think they're on the rooftop. She kisses Batman and then flies away, and we never see her again.
Let me look this up real quick.
Okay.
So that's kind of in the meh. Double Talk. What do you think of Double Talk?
Of the three, that one would be the closest to the list.
Yeah. Because I think, what was the last one I said?
The
Love is a Croc.
Yeah.
See,
I love Baby Doll.
I'm kind of inclined towards that one because it's so different. Okay, hang on. Here we go. What's her? I think her last appearance. Oh, okay. Okay, you know what? You're right. Her last appearance in BTOS, I thought for a second it might be when she turned into an actual cat. No, it's with Roland Daggett, and there's like the Jade cat or whatever, and she breaks away from the police as she's being arrested. Like she drives down the road and like escapes. You know what? I think I'll give you that. I think that's a better place to end her than either You Scratch My Back or Cult of the Cat. Because Cult of the Cat is technically like she gets away with everything and she like moves to Paris, and that's a terrible episode. So, all right, we're gonna cut that one. All right, You Scratch My Back out it goes. Okay, Double Talk, Love is a Croc. Okay, my argument for Double Talk is, I guess my argument for both of these is they do things completely different.
Exactly.
That they are great to have in this series because they're playing off of history of existing characters. That really they don't have the same impact unless you've seen episodes of Croc with Baby Doll and with Ventriloquist.
Yeah.
See this.
I'm gonna say either we add both or we add neither. Because I think they're equal levels. I couldn't pick one over the other.
You know what? I think we don't include either.
Okay.
Because
keep it a nice, cut it in half.
Keep it nice. That's pretty good, actually. That's honestly, that's more than I thought I was going to cut. Obviously, it's shorter than my original list. I think you cut them both because I like Love as a Croc, but there are similar themes in Mad Love, and they're done better.
Yes.
At the end of the day. And then with You Scratch My Back, what I love about that episode is it shows that Bruce really tries very, very hard to help his villains, help reform them. And I think that's an episode that we love because we love the show. It's not necessarily essential viewing. We love those gruesome puppet deaths. But it's not essential viewing. Like, you can go through this and you can maybe pick up bits of that concept as they're interspersed throughout other episodes without needing a dedicated one just for it. I don't think it is good enough to stand up with like some of the best episodes in it.
Right.
And I think especially because we're being generous, including episodes we just love for the sake of loving, like The Ultimate Thrill. Yeah, I think we cut it.
Cool.
All right,
we did it. 12 episodes.
We did. That honestly is pretty good.
It's not bad.
I thought it was gonna be a lot longer. I think it's probably more than like our two Supermans combined.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably, but you know what? Yeah, that's pretty solid. I'll be sure to post that somewhere so we can share it. But I did put out a call today.
You did,
and people were kind enough to respond to us in what our segment is now referred to as Notes from Friends.
Notes from Friends.
Notes from Friends.
Yep.
But yeah, so we did get a few responses to this. So Paul Hill sent us they sent favorite episodes, like top 5, not just like the full list, which is totally respectable.
I feel like that's even harder.
I think that maybe we tried that. I don't know. But so
another episode.
Paul Hill said Over the Edge, Holiday Nights, Mad Love, You Scratch My Back, and Old Wounds.
Okay.
Again, great choices. Like we were just talking. Like I really love You Scratch My Back because the dynamic play. And again, if you're talking favorite episodes versus essential viewing, I think these are totally valid. Gordon Wills, Girls Night Out. I could never speak highly enough of that episode. Mad Love, Over the Edge, Legend of the Dark Knight, Old Wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, those are probably the 5 best episodes.
Yeah, those are definitely the big hitters.
Yeah. Like, I think no offense, Paul, but I think any list that doesn't include, like, Girls' Night Out and they both had Over the Edge and Old Wounds. That's totally fair. And then Maddie's Cold Comfort, Beware the Creeper, Critters. Maddie.
The
Critters?
best ones.
Critters? Is this like...
I feel like he was just trying to mess with us.
Is this a love in the same way that, like, we both love Batman Forever? Like, it's so bad, it's good? Is this a genuine love? Explain more, Maddie. Explain more to us. Maybe we'll help you seek help. Over the Edge, of course, and Mad Love. Like, I think if you're getting this down to, like, the best of the best, it's Old Wounds, Mad Love, Over the Edge, Girls' Night Out. I mean, is there another, like, is there a fifth that's just, like, a perfect episode?
Creeper.
Creeper. I think Growing Pains.
Yeah, Growing Pains, for sure.
I think those are... Yeah, like, I think those are the top 5 episodes of the series. Which, again, like, their batting average for this series, or season, if you want to call it that, and an extension of BTOS, is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just goes to show that, you know, at this point, they are 5 years into doing this between Batman and Superman. They really got their shit down.
Yeah.
They understand the world, the tone, the characters. They know how to be playful and adventurous and do different weird things. And most of the time, those were successes. I think there are more successes this season than
and we're going to see them do even better at it with Batman Beyond and then moving into Justice League. Where they find their opus.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what?
What?
Which one's their opus?
I don't know. Just the series.
Oh, I thought you were talking about, like, the best episode of the whole kit and caboodle. And I was
no,
like,
well, that's clearly the one with all the NBA players in Static Shock, where they all have superpowers.
Clearly, the Space Jam episode.
Yes, absolutely.
I think we probably have other notes. I forgot to look them up before coming into this because I was focused just on the best of lists.
That's fine. We'll bring it up next week.
Yeah, I think we'll hit that next week. Do you want to do, what's your top 5?
Oh, I couldn't do it off the top of my head.
Couldn't do it?
No, just doing this list, I had to sit down and, like, turn off my computer and actually, like, focus for 20 minutes.
Oh my God, you put so much more effort into this. I just basically checked these things off between emails today at work. But yeah, I
mean, let's see. Just off of, like, pure enjoyment and what's on the top of my head. Oh God, everyone's gonna get real mad at me for this list. In no particular order.
No. Again, we've said if they're your favorite episodes, not essential viewing, you are justified in including anything but Critters.
Okay. So top episodes, Over the Edge, Holiday. No, we're gonna cross that one off. Maybe. Hold on. I can't do this. I can't do this live on air. I'll put it in the story.
Okay. Yeah. So I think mine are pretty easy because it's definitely going to be Over the Edge, Girls' Night Out, Old Wounds. I guess I don't know if Mad Love is necessarily a favorite. I think it's the best, but I don't know if it's necessarily a favorite.
Well, because I'd put.
I think Legends of the Dark Knight for me. That's 4. Do I have a 5th?
I would put Ultimate Thrill in my top 5.
Yeah, I'll probably do Mad Love instead. But yeah, I love Ultimate Thrill, though. I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think that was probably an episode I had the most fun with.
I mean, for me, though, it all comes down to Over the Edge. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm sure I talked about it when Wes was on, but when we, like, bought that real shitty, like, bootleg Batman the Animated Series DVD collection, and they were all out of order and they were terrible recordings, I dug through hours of that stuff to try and find Over the Edge because that was the episode that I had to watch.
Yeah.
I think immediately followed by Old Wounds. Because I love that story. But and Girls' Night Out. Those are like the 3. Like, if you came down to it, those are like the 3. Mm-hmm. But Over the Edge, man, it's just so good.
Yeah.
So good.
It's unbelievable. Do we have any other notes from friends?
No, I forgot to write down the rest of them.
It's fine.
I was just so focused on doing this. But it's fine. We'll have like a shorter episode this week, which people will probably appreciate because we've been running long.
Yeah.
Of late. So I think at this point, we'd actually just move on to bat plugs.
Yeah.
So, and I forgot I actually had a bad plug this week.
Do you?
I did. I thought I had been watching nothing new, but I forgot that I started watching Schitt's Creek recently.
What's that?
So I think it's airs on, I was like Pop or something. Like it's a very obscure channel.
Okay.
I've been watching it on Netflix. So, but it's stars Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara.
Okay.
So you do know who both those people are, correct?
Catherine O'Hara is a princess.
She's the mom in Home Alone. The mom in
Yes.
Home Alone, the mom in Beetlejuice, the voice of Sally in A Nightmare Before Christmas. She's been in tons and
Which
tons of
O'Hara
stuff.
am I thinking of?
Are you thinking of Paige O'Hara?
Yep, that's
the
the one.
voice of
Belle.
Belle?
That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking of.
Um,
I saw her at Epcot.
you did?
I did.
Aw.
I said hi. I said I run your Instagram.
Really? It's crazy. What'd she say to that?
She just like, I mean, that's what got me to see her. I didn't tell her that. I told the security guard that.
Oh, you told them I run her Instagram. Can I talk to her? Mm-hmm. Then what'd you say to her when you met her?
I just said, hi, I'm a big fan.
Oh, God, okay.
There was a line, Chris. Like
Okay.
it was like a meet and greet kind of thing.
And you like cut the line because you were.
Yeah.
So you cut a bunch of children.
No. Do you think kids want to meet a human voice?
I don't know. If
No.
I was a kid, I'd be excited to meet the
It
voice
was
actor.
all adults.
Oh, that's fair. It's Disney. It's mostly adult fans at this point, isn't it?
Yeah.
But no, that's Catherine O'Hara, or is it O'Hare? I think it's O'Hara. I just love her. I think she's one of the funniest people on the planet. I love Eugene Levy too. So the idea is that they are just like completely out of touch, rich socialites who run out of money and they're forced to move to the town of Schitt's Creek, which they bought as a joke like years
Okay, I feel like
before,
I've heard
and like
of
they've
this
had all
show.
their assets are gone. So it's them and their two kids. The son is played by Eugene Levy's actual son, Dan Levy, and they co-created the series together and they co-wrote it. But it's very funny. It's weird and off kilter, but it's really, really funny. I had a lot of friends recommend it to me.
Okay.
And so I've been watching. I think I'm like maybe 5 or 6 episodes into season 1, and it's pretty good.
It's on Netflix?
It's on Netflix, yeah.
Cool.
And
I'll-
it's
I'll
short.
definitely
They're
check
all
this out.
they're
20-minute episodes.
20-minute long episodes. They're all pretty pacey. They're fun. Yeah, they're weird, but it's really good. I'd recommend that. So there you go. I had an actual bad plug.
Nice.
Yeah. How about you?
I had a week of heist films. So in preparation for Ocean's 8, I wanted to rewatch the original trilogy.
Okay.
Because I hadn't seen...
How did that go?
It was good. I forgot how much I really loved those movies.
All of them?
Yeah, I do enjoy all of them. I know that 12 has a bit of a reputation. I'd only seen 13 once before this.
Yeah.
And like when I first saw the series. And I honestly don't think I ever finished 13 before.
Oh, really? Oh.
Because I didn't remember how it ended.
I vaguely recall how it ended.
It's the...
You're not spoiling anything. It's a decade-old film at this point.
I know. It's the French thief comes back.
Yes.
And he has the deal where he's stealing the diamonds from Matt Damon, but they gave them the fake diamonds and they blew up the roof of the hotel.
Yeah.
And they pulled the safe out.
Oh,
via
that's
helicopter.
right. That's right. Okay.
I loved it. I loved 13. It was
Yeah.
amazing. 12, the reason I love 12 is the stupid, I mean, it was like back in the day, it was like, oh my God, what is this human doing? Like, it's like early stages of parkour, and it's the laser scene where it's the French thief dodging all of the lasers to the music. And like, that is the scene that saves the movie for me. It's so dumb, but I love it so much.
I mean, I remember there being moments of that movie that I quite liked.
But of course, like 11. So I watched them all through Amazon, and it was great having the notes. So I would watch the movie without the notes, and then during the credits, I would just read everything.
Yeah, all the trivia.
And there's so much like fun because there's so many people in this movie, and they'll do like half tidbits about the film and then half trivia just about the actors.
Yeah.
And it's so fascinating. And I didn't realize, like, now rewatching the movie, how everything is just one big inside joke into like Hollywood. So I wrote down one of my favorite things about it was the beginning of Ocean's 11. They talk about robbing the casino. And it's Brad Pitt and George Clooney. And they're like, oh, this is all the stuff we're going to have, like, how are we going to do this? And like, we're going to rob these, we're going to need, 2 Edwin Irwins. We're going to need, what are the ones they said?
No, it's an
Irwin Allen.
An Irwin Allen. Do you know who Irwin Allen is?
Yes, I do now.
You didn't know beforehand?
I did not.
Okay. Yeah, because he created Lost in Space.
He was the father of the
Land of the
Giants.
Yeah, Land of the Giants. Yeah, he did the Towering Inferno, Poseidon Adventure. Yeah, he was a writer producer in the 60s and 70s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when they were writing this scene,
I forget who is the Irwin Allen in, like what's that?
Oh, so that was in 13, as they say when you had to pull in Irwin Allen. Irwin Allen.
Oh, is that like a Towering Inferno? They have to like get everyone out of the building.
Yeah, they fake a natural disaster. They fake an earthquake.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So in 11,
so good.
I know. In 11, they talk about pulling a Miss Daisy and an Ella Fitzgerald. Miss Daisy
driving Miss Daisy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which was a call to them getting the SWAT car.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then the Ella Fitzgerald was a really obscure one. But it's a reference to, or not a reference to. It's the scam is looping the tape, so filming in one place and putting it in the other, and it was a reference to a 1970s commercial where it was I think a headphone or audio company commercial, where it was her singing and it broke glass, and at the end there's text that says, "Was it live or was it Miramax?"
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah. So it was a reference. Yeah, it was a reference to like, is it live or is it not?
Yeah.
But yeah, everything they mention in that is a callback to some Hollywood reference, and that was so
fun.
cool learning about.
Yeah, I guess that would be fun to go back and rewatch it from that angle, because I've always loved Ocean's 11. I haven't seen it in a number of years now.
It holds up so well too.
Yeah, that's what I seem to recall. It holds up really well, and I remember 11's great, kind of because of the twist. 12 is stupid because of the twist. And then 13 just didn't have one. And like 13 is, I feel like, sort of not say a pale imitator of the first one, but 13 was definitely like, well, we went too weird with 12, so let's like scale it back and just basically do something very palatable. But it's still very enjoyable.
It is. It's so enjoyable.
Yeah. And it's kind of fun too that each movie sort of slightly shifts the focus, so that like second movie it's more Brad Pitt's character, third movie it's more Matt Damon. I always like that part of it.
Yeah. But I watched all 3 of those in preparation for Ocean's 8, which I saw on Friday. It's good. I think if I was going to rank the 5, because there's still the 1960s
Have you seen
one.
the original 1960s?
I've seen moments of it.
Okay, I've never watched it. I think I tried to once. I'm like, nah, this is terrible.
Mr. Sunday Movie did a full-on just ripping that movie apart.
Oh yeah, I listened to that recently. Yeah,
and that makes me not want to watch it now.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very good.
But also, there's so many references to Frank Sinatra in the trilogy, which is obviously a callback to him playing. Yeah,
Danny Ocean.
But yeah, 8 is fine. I would go 11, 13, 8, 12, 11.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
That, I have not yet seen Ocean's 8. I really want to. I think I'm trying to go sometime this week. Just based off what I've seen, I wouldn't be surprised if I had a similar list.
Yeah. I mean, there's like elements that I wanted to see, because I just wanted a mirror of 11.
Yeah.
And there's one big point in 11 that like only an ensemble film of this size could do, where the first 45 minutes of Ocean's 11 is just meeting the characters.
Yeah.
And they're all in these like super fun and weird environments.
Yeah. To this day, one of my all-time favorite quotes of any movie is when they're meeting with Elliot Gould's character and they're trying to get him involved. And he runs through the list of all the failed heists. And he's like, and even if you can get out of the casino and out of the city, you're still in the middle of the fucking desert.
Yeah.
One of the best F-bombs in a PG-13 film. An amazing line. I try and shoehorn it into as many conversations as I possibly can,
as you should,
including this one right now.
Yes. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about 8.
Of course.
But I think it's enjoyable. Everyone should go watch it.
Okay.
Or if you had to choose between 2, I also saw Won't You Be My Neighbor. It's everything you want.
I am dying to go see that movie.
Everything you want in a Mr. Rogers documentary.
It looks like it's so sweet.
Everyone was tearing up at the end.
Yeah.
And it's I posted one of the quotes on my Instagram. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. and it's how they end the film. But it just like it hits such a like soft spot in my heart.
Let me see.
I'll read it real quick. It's I think everyone longs to be loved and longs to know he or she is lovable, and consequently, the greatest thing we can do to help someone know that they are loved and capable of loving. And it's just such a sweet ending, and it's such I mean, if you have to choose between the two. Yeah, I mean, they're such different moods.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try and see both. I really want to see "Won't You Be My Neighbor." Was it intentional that that's like this vaguely looks like the trans colors?
No.
Trans flag? Oh, okay.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to.
Oh, well, I guess Pride's just on my mind. Unsurprisingly. No, I'm super excited for that. I really, really want to go see it.
They're both so good.
Yeah. I'm very happy plugging that.
Yeah, I think those are all my plugs. I've made a summer movie list of everything that I want to watch. I'm going to try and actually like rate each one as I watch it.
Yeah.
So I'll actually have like a definitive like favorite movies of the summer list finally. Since I go 2 times a week now.
Are you just giving them all like 3 stars, 5 stars, or are you actually like putting them in order as you go?
Oh no, just blank out of 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cuz I use the To Do Movies app, which I think I talked about before. So you just go through and after you see something you can give it a rating out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
So for me it's like 1 is this is a piece of garbage and I hate it. So Justice League is one of 2 movies that have gotten a 1-star review from me. 2 is I didn't really like it. 3 is I liked it. 4 is I loved it, and 5 is this is one of my greatest films of all time. It's like Casino Royale, Casablanca. I think Chicago has 5 stars for me. Pretty sure Mask of the Phantasm does. Clue. The Incredibles is a 5-star film for me. These are the movies like to shape who I am as a person.
I've heard Incredibles 2 is better than the first one.
I've been hearing great things as well. I've been more or less avoiding.
I honestly can't
semi-unintentionally avoiding reviews.
Handle this anymore.
We have to get tickets?
We do.
We have to do that. Oh my god! I think my Thursday is free.
Yeah. We'll talk about this off air.
Yeah, we have to go Thursday. Okay. Yes, super excited for that. Also, I'm gonna post a sort of plug, /transitioning into where can you find us. You posted your Space Mountain.
I did. I finally got it done. It
is gorgeous. It is. I mean, I can see why it was a challenge, but I think it also being a challenge. I think it's probably one of your most inventive.
Thank you.
Like of all of them, and I forgot how much I missed those until it came back around. But it's absolutely
this was
absolutely
the one
fantastic.
that made me stop animating 2 years ago.
It wasn't 2 years ago. Was it 2 years since you?
My very first one.
But what was your last one? Your second most recent one.
2016, June 6, 2016 is when I started this project.
Yeah.
And then
before Space Mountain, what was the last one you posted?
The last one I did was Dumbo, which was about a month and a half ago. It was in February. Oh God, it was 3 months ago.
Okay, so but I mean that's a long break, but it's not like you.
But I was doing them weekly, and I had a full list, and I was going to be done because the big finale was going to be a fireworks show that was going to come out on New Year's if I'd paced it out correctly.
Okay.
And I made it doing one every week, because I'm looking at Haunted Mansion, Big Thunder, the Cinema. I'm not going to read through all these. But yeah, once I did Nemo, and then after Nemo was Space on my list.
Yeah.
And I was stumped by it.
It's hard. It's because it's all in the dark. So
Yeah.
I thought you were really clever about how you found a way to approach it. It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
If I knew how to post it onto Timm Talk, I would. But do you?
No, we don't need to.
No, you should. You should post the story.
Oh, okay.
Post the story. I think people want to see it. So we're talking about it now. Post like Thursday or something. Whatever. But no, it's absolutely gorgeous. So like go check out Cameron's artwork, which is Cameron.Dexter.
It is. Nailed it.
Still remember it.
You just want to plug each other? Never.
Are we not doing phrasing anymore? I'm just gonna let that one go.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep.
You know,
and simmer in the silence for a minute.
There are too many jokes.
There are.
You ever had that where you're just like, I don't know where to go with this?
Yeah, it's too many options.
Too many options. I'm not that clever. It's well established. Dry and witless, as I'm told. But yes, so Cameron, they can find your art at Cameron.Dexter. But where else can they find you to see all the fun things you do?
If you want to see my face, you can find that at CamDexter_adventures. And if you want to see my t-shirt company, you can find that at Core Memories Co. All on Instagram and only Instagram.
Now,
fuck other social media.
Have you posted the lovely shirt you're wearing now?
We've not.
Okay.
This is still a secret.
Okay.
I think we're announcing it Friday.
Okay. Well, then keep an eye out for Core Memory Co. shirts because the one you're wearing now is absolutely fantastic.
Thank
now,
you.
you told me that I might be able to get that in a tank top at some point?
Yes. So tanks will be coming very soon.
Excellent. Good, because I basically only wear button-downs and tank tops.
Yeah, so most likely in the next week or two,
Okay.
all of the tanks will be out.
Yes! Oh my god, I'm so excited. But yes, I love this shirt so much.
Thank you.
You guys check it out when it hits, hopefully Friday. If you want to find me, I don't know why I don't ever post anything, but I am at Lordifer on Twitter and Instagram. I posted some stuff to my story when I was at Pride. Also, can I just say real quick, Pride is so much fucking fun. It was just the greatest.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yes.
I'm upset that I missed it again this year.
Yeah. I think
next year I will definitely have to.
Next year, yeah, like we'll do it properly.
Yeah.
No, it's just it's I think it's a hard thing to describe unless you're actually there. It's kind of like porn. You know when you see it. It's hard to describe. But it's just this huge outpouring of like joy and celebration, and it's all like the gayest music ever. It's just like Donna Summer left and right. It's fucking fantastic. But it really is just this moment to be like being able to celebrate who you are, which is great if there was a point in your life when you really hated who you were. And I think there's a lot of people who don't like, side tangent here. Like last year I was handing out temporary tattoos at the Outfest booth because I do some work with them. And this, what I'm going to refer to semi-derogatorily as a little baby gay, came up to me. And I think he was just like a little bit overwhelmed by everything. And so I'm like, oh, hey, do you want a tattoo? But like 5 seconds later, he's like, yeah. I'm like, he's probably like 17 or 18. And he's there with his boyfriend. I'm like, oh, like, you know, but he's like, oh, wait, but I'm like, I'm not out to my family. I'm like, it's okay. I'll like put it way up on your like sleeve so you can like pull it down over your shirt. I was like, oh, there's like this little kid, not little kid, he's almost an adult, but this kid got to go and like be himself for at least one day without any fear of who he was.
Yeah.
And that's why this sort of shit is like super important, because what sucks is at the end of the day he went back home and I have no idea what happened to him. I don't know him or anything about him, but it was exciting that like for me it's just a further excuse to be even more over the top, but for some people it's like their one time a year they actually get to be themselves.
Right.
And so it's just like, it was really special and lovely. And I was drunk as fuck through most of it.
You know, that's
Yeah.
great. That's why we're recording on Monday.
Exactly. Yes, I'm finally not hungover at 8 p.m. now. So,
Yay, you did it.
we did it.
Where can we find the show?
We can find the show at Timm Talk Pod on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Yes.
At this point, mostly Instagram, because
Yep.
it is both of our social media of choice. But also, of course, YouTube. You can also find us. We have a YouTube channel.
We do.
Which has been working consistently for a while, thank God. There was times when it wasn't. Yes, and lovely Maddie, I think, is like our sole viewer on so many of those episodes and our sole commentator, so we really appreciate
That's fine.
that.
We love it.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, if you missed our shout out prior to recording about what some of your favorite episodes were, send it to us now. We'd love to hear what some of your favorites from the new Batman Adventures are. We'll be back next week to do the finale of Superman the Animated Series and our shortlist for that. And then afterwards will be Mystery of the Batwoman,
Yes.
a slightly controversial entry in the DCAU.
I've never seen it.
Okay, well then we'll get into why. And then after that, Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
Close-
I do have, I should
closing
have probably
in.
brought this up earlier. I'll probably bring it up again next week.
Okay.
But Maddie did comment, because I briefly talked about my favorite TV movies.
Oh,
last
right.
week, talking about Abercatastrophe and Channel Chasers.
He
and brought up
he
Ego
mentioned.
Trip,
Yeah.
which is amazing. Of course, Ego Trip is definitely on the top list. It was a Dexter's Lab movie.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It was where he went to 4 different time zones, or he time traveled, trying to find like when he becomes like all powerful, and so you see like nerdy college Dexter who can't talk to anyone, and then it's like this hulking monster Dexter, who like got super muscular, and then it's like super old Dexter.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking good.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
What?
So yeah, anyone listening is still at this point. This is the end of the episode, so I'll probably bring it up again next week.
Yeah.
But post your favorite, or tell us your favorite TV movies, because I'm
I'm very curious about that.
a million of them. Because there's also like Kim Possible So the Drama and Kim Possible Stitch in Time, and
Is it a Stitch in Time or a Sitch in Time?
it's a Stitch in Time.
Okay.
Did I say Stitch?
Yeah.
I meant Stitch.
You were just thinking about more things that Stitch inserted himself into.
like Kingdom Hearts. We're at the end of the there.
Comes right back around.
Always. Kingdom Hearts connects to everything. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.